We're back. It's Friday. That means Friday fun time. So, we're just going to play a little game here until some people start jumping in here. And we're going to talk about reactions. I'm going to take requests. I got my little papers ready to write. Maybe over there. Greetings, salutations. It's Friday. That means we're going to be taking requests. We're going to be talking about the recent reactions. We're going to be showing off just a few little somethings and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, with all that going on, greetings to everyone. Greetings. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Feel free to make requests if you want reaction videos done. If you got something new from me, feel free to call me an asshole if you want. You can do that. So yeah, all of that going on. Yes, phone's telling me I'm live. Maybe. So, how is everyone today? It is Friday. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. We have done a bunch of reaction videos this week. I think I've dropped 3 of them this week with another one on the way later today. We have done a reaction for John Connor. We've done a reaction for Elite Bata. We've done a reaction for Hawks. I've also got one coming still for Whiskey Dust, I think is the other one I've still got to come. So, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of t-shirts to show you guys. We're going to show these off and whatnot. We are in the studio, just kind of hanging out. Got nothing going on. So, what do y'all want to talk about? It's been a crazy week. It's been one of them weeks where a lot of stress. We've had a few incidents of me nearly going to jail. Not really, but a few incidents where I've had to cuss some people out, and the situation was a lot more tense than I like things to be these days, but it is what it is. Hopefully I got some people that will be joining us soon. It's crazy. Like I do PR stuff, and like you see, like all of this is just that's all like PR stuff. Like that's all the music that I get from the different labels. So it's crazy. I know, funny looking guy, right? Wearing a damn t-shirt with these like really awesome hot ladies on it that I don't know who they are. They just look cool. And, I thought, hey, I'm going to be one of those guys who wears a t-shirt for a band that I know nothing about. So, anywho, this is the custom made shirt that I was supposed to wear to the machine shop show for them to sign, but yeah, that didn't work out. How are you today, sir? How are you today? I did get some videos up for you. There is a Hawks reaction video. There is also a Whiskey Dust one coming later today or tomorrow. There's an Elite Bata one. There's a John Connor one, if you know who John Connor is. So, yeah, all of those are done. We're going to be doing more this weekend. I'm trying to be more active. One almost like it. That's cool. Yeah, I just kind of pulled this design off the internet and tweaked it a little bit. I added this little part at the bottom where it says "We came to rock." So I thought that was a cool tagline for them. You know, we are the warning. We came to rock. So yeah, we got the first episode of Riot on the Set Radio recorded. That will be Sunday at noon. We're going to be having that bad boy out. It is the first episode is the 10 most influential records for me. These are 10 records that influenced me heavily as a musician, as a songwriter. And this is hard rock and metal stuff. This isn't rock. So there's no Pink Floyd. There's no Blue October. These are from back in the day. These are the records we kind of grew up with that influenced me heavily. And I picked a song off of each one and we made a show about it. And I spent 60 minutes just kind of rocking your brain. So first episode, I think, is really great. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Sunday at noon, Hard Rock Radio is where that's going to be. Look up Hard Rock Radio. Nice, yeah. That's a tough list. Mine was actually pretty easy. Believe it or not, I actually had 15 like right off the top, but I only had time for 10. So these were 10 records that there's a lot. Like I could make a list of 1,000 easy, or even 100 real easy. But 10 are so far above the others. These are the records that I've worn out multiple copies of. These are records that to this day, I wear repeatedly. I still wear the band's merchandise, t-shirts and whatnot. These are bands whose records you will hear me play at least still to this day, once or twice a week. So these are the bands that they're not just, oh, I listened to that one and that one was really awesome for the time. These are records that even now at 51 years old, 30 years later, 40 years later, I still rock these records a lot. So, and most of them you guys are going to know, like right out of the gate, you guys are going to, oh yeah, I remember that record. That was a fucking great record. Or, you might say that record sucked or whatever, but whatever. I mean, it's all personal opinion. Yeah. I'm sure my opinions are, as shitty as everyone else's. So, hold on one second. Let me text this person real quick. I don't think what I was going to say now. Yeah. See, you know what I'm talking about. The very first Boston record, for example, I will tell you it's not on the list because I didn't do rock stuff. This is all hard rock and metal. But Boston, the debut Boston record, I've owned 20 copies in my life, probably. Just completely worn them out. Blackfoot Strikes, probably 5 to 6 copies of it. Played it, worn them out. And I think of what else. AC/DC, Back in Black, obviously. I'm trying to think of what other records. I don't want to give anything on this list away because I want the list to be a surprise. But I don't think of other stuff. Slayer, Rain and Blood, I've owned multiple copies of, both because people have stolen it and I've worn out copies. Testament, Souls of Black, I've worn out a few copies of. Exodus, Impact is Imminent, I've worn out multiple copies of. Master of Puppets, obviously, is there really a more influential metal record? I think. I mean, and the crazy thing is, I think with Master of Puppets, the crazy thing to me is, at least to me, in my opinion, the songs that most people talk about on Master of Puppets really aren't even the best songs. Like, I have a tendency to like the songs that no one talks about. So, including the song I played in the show, which is my favorite Metallica song of all time. And it's one of them songs that, you don't ever hear people talk about. I know Stranger Things has brought new attention to the Masters of Puppets record, and that's awesome. I'm never against any band having new fans. One of them things where, I guess, context, you're always going to get the fans who don't delve into the history of the band and only know that one thing, and they there you go. I will give away, for me, my favorite Metallica song, the one that I played on the show, Dyer's Eve. That song to me, that defines Metallica to me. Dear mother, dear father, what is this hell you have put us to? Or wait, that's Dyer's Eve, isn't it? I think I just did Dyer's Eve instead of Damage Incorporated. Yeah, I did. Wow. Screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, Dyer's Eve is another one. When you talk And Justice for All, Dyer's Eve is really the song that stands out to me on that, because it's the song that's just balls out, just in your face, brashy, and it's really just the meanest, nastiest song on it. Leper Messiah is another one that I really love. The Thing That Should Not Be, because again, those are the songs. People talk about Sanitarium, they talk about Master of Puppets, they talk about Black, or Enter Sandman off of the Black record, and those are all good songs, but again, man, there's so many things. So Disposable Heroes, yeah, to me, Master of Puppets, really, the good songs were more towards the end than at the beginning. Like, that record gets better and better as it goes. So that was really, to me, loaded more towards the rear end as opposed to the front end. So, and Souls of Black from Testament is another one that's kind of like that. That it starts off cool, but it just gets better and better as it goes along. And the great songs on Souls of Black are really towards the end of that record. What else? Been playing a ton of Need for Speed, Forza Horizon 5, or God. I should have just stayed in bed today. I'm screwing everything up. Playing a ton of Forza Horizons 5, not Need for Speed. Need for Speed is a totally separate game, but I do have Need for Speed Heat, and I've been playing that as well. I'm like combining shit, and my brain is. I hate having a brain injury, bro. It's fucking worse, man. Like, um, yeah, Orion is a crazy song. Um, I haven't picked a bass up in. It's been probably 15 years since I picked a bass up, and I want one so bad. Just financially, right now, I just can't afford to buy one like I want. And eventually, if they ever get the settlement that I'm waiting on decided, I plan on buying one, start playing again. Even start doing videos with it and all of that, and playing stuff. But I am instrumentless, and I have been for a really long time. So I know when I pick it back up, I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna be absolutely horrible. Uh, it's been years since I've even looked at like tablature or you know even music notes or anything of that nature. So yeah. Um, so as I've stated, I own a huge collection of Pink Floyd shirts. So I thought today I would just show off a few of these beautiful masterpieces that I own. Um, so, with that said, the very first one is this beauty here. This is the Pink Floyd uh, Dark Side of the Moon 30th. This was the 30th anniversary one. Uh, very kind of thin, light shirt. Very cool shirt that I love. And then there's this one you've seen me wear. This is my other Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon shirt. I have an LP, an SG, a Strat, and a 4-string bass. Bro, I'm telling you, ex-wives are the devil, man. I actually own a guitar. It's a knockoff guitar. My friend built it for me. It's kind of a knockoff Ibanez. For many years, I played an Ibanez 5-string SR series, and it was a cheap little Ibanez bass, but the thing had just a brutal, nasty tone to it. I swear by Ibanez. It's always been my favorite brand. So, yeah, I was pretty lucky with my ex-wife. The one thing I can say is I got the house, I got the kid, I got child support. She doesn't pay child support, but I'm technically supposed to receive it. And I don't press the matter because technically, as much as I would like to have the money, eventually the shit's going to catch up with her and she's going to go to jail. And um, to me, after everything I went through in divorce, it's almost worth it more knowing she's going to go to jail for not paying than to actually have the money. So, yeah. So, anywho, next T1, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. We have another Dark Side of the Moon. This is the multi tie-dye one. We have, this is one of my oldest ones. This is kind of gotten to the point where it's almost starting to kind of wear through and all that. But I've owned this one for, God, probably 20 years. And I don't even remember where I got this one, but I've owned that one fucking forever and a day. Another Dark Side of the Moon. Let me see, what else do we got? Oh, we have this one. This is one of my favorite ones. This is just kind of generic, but I love the tie-dye on it, man. It's like freakish and whatnot. And it's got so many colors on it that like I thought I had to have it. I did. And then we got this bad boy here. This is, again, another old one. It's like frayed like hell. This is the Animals one, I believe, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've owned this one almost 20 years as well. And I got a closet full of them. So that's just a few. Yeah. I got a ton of FLOYD shirts, man. I have a ton of concert t-shirts all the way around. At the Gates, Napalm Death, Romantic Rebel, The Warning. We have I have my hip hop ones as well. My Ice Cube, my Wu Tang, my Yo MTV Raps. I have a KSR one. I have a MC Light one, a Latifah one. I have just probably 100 or more t-shirts that are nothing other than just music related type of crap. So yeah, as far as music that's upcoming for reactions, we're gonna do another Love Bites. I believe it's Thunder Vengeance that I have coming. I'm pretty sure I did Signs of Deliverance, so I think I have to do Thunder Vengeance left now. It's going to be one of those two. Whichever one I haven't done, I'm going to do the other. We're going to do Children of the Next Level for Testament. I still have that one. More Solaris. We're going to do the Primal Fear. What else do I have over here? Yeah, right here. Mark Edgar, Jake Wolf. That's not it. I've done Hawks. Whiskey Dust, like I said, that video is in the queue. It's finished. I just have to release it. I just released the Hawks one, so we do that. Torrential Rain. I'm not sure if it was you who gave me that name or someone else. I'm going to have to not do that one. I started it and it gave the warning that flashing lights and all that may cause epileptic seizure and all of that. And unfortunately, I can't do ones that have the epileptic thing because of my brain injury. I've never had a seizure, but I've been told that I need to be careful because it could be triggered by flashing lights and things like that. So I try to avoid it. So I will look up torrential rain. I will try to find another video that is not differentiate, that doesn't have the flashing lights. Yeah, or if you could find me a lyric video, that would be amazing. But unfortunately, I can't do the actual video. Like I said, this sucks, bro. Like, you know, I mean, it's an awesome scar. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've got literally, you know, I've got a fucking, you know, I got a 7-inch scar across my forehead. You know, I get to tell this awesome story how a 1/2-inch chain, you know, fucking, you know, tried to take my fucking head off. I get to tell the story of how I survived a horrific injury and had 86 stitches in my skull. Sadly, all the bullshit that goes with it, though, isn't quite so awesome. So, yeah. Oh, these damn PR people. But we're gonna do all of those videos upcoming. I got some other stuff too. I do have new podcasts coming. I'm trying to nail down a few, and I've got a couple older ones that I still have to release. So I was on a podcast recently about foster care, and I got to post the link to that. I'm gonna actually ask them if I can take the video and post it on my channel as well. So to kind of whatnot. So it's where it's a couple who has a channel about foster care, and I talk about the time I was in foster care, and got kind of heavy towards the end. You talked about the trucking thing and my brain injury and all the shit that I went through in foster care and my time in the army and whatnot. So, the trucker's life is the life for me, or so I thought. Seriously though, if you can find me a lyric video, that would be. There isn't a lyric video yet. So other songs you can check out. Why Do I Care? Obstacles. I'll definitely check those out. I've got it written down to find a different video by them. I definitely will do them though. I'm not saying I won't do them. I just have to be especially careful of it. I made me really mad. The new Tetris game when it came out. I love Tetris. Massive Tetris fan. And the new Tetris game. Who the fuck ever designed it should be beaten with a bag of hammers because it's so harsh. It is like an epileptic's nightmare. I started to play it, and I was probably about a minute and a half into it, and the flashing lights were so extreme, it was starting to give me a headache, and it was just like, I can't do it. I don't, I didn't have a seizure, but you could almost feel one coming on. Like the flashing lights were so extreme. Like as you were doing the things and they were coming down, every time you made a Tetris or every time you made like 3 or more of a match, it would be like, it would flash real quick. And then the colors would change, almost like that shirt. And then it would flash again. And it was just like, whoa. It was so bright and so intense. I had to turn it off and delete the game. Gladly I didn't pay for it. It was on my Xbox Live, but I can't play it. And like I said, it kind of pisses me off because I fucking love Tetris. It's probably one of my favorite games. I even have multiple Tetris t-shirts. So, whoever designed that one, you suck. Solaris, man. Let's talk about Solaris. Solaris, I really like them. The cool thing about that, obviously the one I did had Vicky in it, and Vicky's going to do the growls and the harsh vocals where they wouldn't normally be there. But I will say, so much talent in there. I definitely heard the Evergrey influence in there. I definitely heard the Children of Bodom influence in there. I heard a lot of other influences in there, and I really, like musically what they were doing. So absolutely a band I'm going to look up and do a lot more of because, massive talent. Like I um, definitely digging all of what they're doing. What else? What else? What else? Trying to think of what else without being political. Uh, Obviously, politics season, full swing. Liz Cheney is done. We all knew that was coming. Sarah Palin won. We all knew that was coming. Um, DeSantos is being DeSantos. That doesn't really change. Uh, Tudor versus Whitmer for the governorship. Obviously, Whitless is going to pull out all of the stops to try to win. Um, God, I hope she doesn't because heaven help us if we have to deal with another 4 years of Whitmer, man. Um, Trials going on, obviously, for the men who were accused of plotting to kidnap and kill her. I won't go deep into details on that one, but obviously, two of them took a plea bargain. Two of them were acquitted. The other two are being retried after a mistrial. And from what I've read, the judge is doing everything in his power to make it impossible for the defense to win. Not sure how I feel. I've been around some crazy wingnut types who would definitely fit this description. But I've also personally seen the FBI and state police railroad a few people for charges that were bullshit. So there's a very fine line when you start getting into this kind of rhetoric of anti-government stuff. You got to be real damn careful what you say, man, because if you think they're not paying attention, you're wrong. And if you think they won't railroad you, you're wrong. If you think they won't come up with some bullshit charge, you're wrong. Like if they don't have a charge to make it stick, they'll create one. Don't put anything past the government, man. Like, me, I stay out of it. Like I'll tell you, look, I lean this way. I support this cause, but you will not see me running around the woods with any guns. You will not see me, any of that bullshit, because that is not my fight, bro. Like, if you bring it to my door, we'll have a fight. But other than that, I let that shit be handled by the professionals or the wannabe professionals, whatever, because, man, that's just a whole mess I don't need or want. So we're just going to leave it at that. Making them. She was supposed to be in a live chat with us and she fell asleep. Oh. Oh. Um. God, what else? New music releases. Five Finger Death Punch record just came out. So. The new Soil Work came out today. Haven't heard it yet, but it's Soil Work, so it's going to be awesome. Night Flight Orchestra has new stuff coming out. I'm sure it's going to be awesome because Bjorn is awesome. Hold on. Let me tell her to get her butt in here. What else came out? Let me bring my thing up. I'm trying to think of what else came out recently. We have. You can't see my screen, but I. What else came out recently? Andy McCoy from Hanoi Rocks. That's a really awesome one. Capadonna from Wu Tang. Just put one out. It's really awesome. Dub War. If you remember Skindred, Benji from Skindred is also in Dub War. Dub War was actually the band he had before Skindred. So, Dub War has a brand new one out. Hatriot, which is the Sons of Steve from Exodus. Brand new record out called The Veil of Shadows. That is awesome. What else? Insane Clown Posse, if anyone cares, has a new one. Lit has a new one, as does Goldfinger and Simple Plan. All three pop punk favorites. Let me see what else. Maya Yajima. I just was turned on to her, and she is a Japanese singer in the metal style. Mostly EPs, but kind of in the Love Bites, Mary's Creek vein. But she's a solo artist. So it's M-A-I is her first name. Last name is Y-A-J-I-M-A. Yajima or Yahima, however you say that. What else is there out? New Horizons is a really great thing if you like power metal, if you're into Halloween and all of that kind of stuff. You'll like that one. If you're in the synthwave, Perturbator has a new one that's really cool. Who else is in here? Shiraz Lane has a new one. Station 27, pretty decent one. Stormbound has a great new record. The Game, obviously. It's got Black Slim Shady on it, where he takes the run at Eminem. Divided opinions on that one because obviously, Eminem has an army of stans that are so far up his ass they can't see daylight. I'm not an Eminem fan, so I thought Game's diss was pretty funny. I thought it was funnier in the sense that I've said for years when people say, "Oh, Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time," and I was like, M's not even the greatest rapper in Detroit. Like M is just a wannabe Royce da 5'9". And people have always, Game literally says in the new diss track, if you haven't heard it, some of the line or a couple of the lines are, he says, "I was in a white Rolls Royce with 5'9s while you were in Detroit pretending to be the white Royce da 5'9". And when I heard those lines, I was just like, been saying it for a decade, but glad somebody else noticed. Fuck Eminem. I'm not an Eminem fan. I'm just not. Nothing that man has ever said has connected with me. It's just Dick and Jane shit said really, really fast. So, nah. I'll stick to the shit I like, I'll stick to Webby and Vinny Paz and Chino XL and KSR1 and people who have something to say. I don't have a whole lot of other stuff to cover, really. I think this one's going to be kind of short. Yeah. Seen a ton of movies recently. Prey was really awesome. Top Gun Maverick, really awesome. Day Shift, really awesome. Carter, if you got Netflix, was really awesome, even though the ending pissed me off and wanted to make me punch a clown. What else? The Gray Man was really awesome. I watched Uncharted. Tom Holland is still a little fucking spaz who makes me want to punch him. I just, there's something about Tom Holland that I just do not like at all. So that movie was mostly unwatchable to me, much like the last couple of Spider-Mans. I don't like Tom Holland. So whatever. But I guess with that said, I'm gonna kind of wrap this up, and I don't have a lot else to say today, really. So thank you everyone for kind of tuning in. If you have music, if you got something you want me to play on my radio show every Sunday at noon on Hard Rock Radio, that would be at, let me find the right address for you. Hardrockradio.net is where you're going to be listening to it. Hardrockradio.net. Every Sunday at noon, you can hear Riot on the Set Radio. If you want to submit something for me to do a reaction video of, you can do that. All of that can either be done here in the comments. It can be done at Riot on the Set Media at gmail.com, and I will put that here. Wait a minute. You send it right there. That's where you submit everything. If you want me to play something, if you want me to do a reaction video, feel free to send it right there. But with that said, we're going to wrap this up. Everyone, be well. Treat each other with kindness. And remember that no matter how much shit you're going through, music heals.